So, hi guys, good morning, all of you. So, guys, I'm audible. Okay, right, guys. So, yesterday, DBMS models we started, and in that model, the first two models are outdated model we said, and the next one, the most popular database model, that was relational database management systems. And again, in relational database management systems, there are two the DBMS models are there. One is object relational and object oriented. So what is object relational, and in object relational, how the data can be saved or organizing your data in object relational. In the same pattern, object oriented, how the data can be organized here. And object relational databases, based on SQL language, it was working. Okay, based on SQL language, it was working, but object oriented, it was working on based on hooks concepts, and object oriented still we called as it is a no SQL language we called. Okay, and some softwares are there here. Okay, so ORDBMS. Okay, so when come to ORDBMS, so these are comes under object relational database management systems guys here. So whatever it was there, like Oracle and SQL Server, MySQL DB2, Sybase, Informix, Ingresses, MaxDB. So these are all are comes okay. RDBMS and object relational database management systems we call. Okay, no? Right. And these are object oriented is another part here. Okay, so MongoDB, Cassandra. So this kind of things that comes under object oriented databases. Okay, but now we are learning our course is Oracle. So it's a completely object relational database management system we call it. So let me see what is Oracle, and the Oracle, how it will be deployed in your applications. Okay, right. Now, so let me see, we will go for to check it out. Topic number 2. Oracle. And now, so the question is, what is Oracle? So simply we can call as per the previous information, whatever we discuss. Okay. So finally, what you say, guys, here, Oracle is a RDBMS. Okay, in the part of object relational database management system. Okay, product. We can say, or else we can say it is a database software, or else we can say it is a backend tool. Okay, it is a backend. So simply we can define here what is Oracle means. Oracle is one of RDBMS database, okay, product, otherwise database software, otherwise backend tool also we can say. And by using of this tool, by using of Oracle, what we can do, guys, here means, okay, store data or information. Okay, so data or information permanently. So along with the security, so this is the main purpose of your Oracle. Okay, so and not only Oracle, if you go for any databases, any relational databases, so whatever we said here, like SQL Server, Oracle, no, MySQL. So whatever we said, the main intention of your database is what now? Okay, data can be stored, or how I can store my data? It is storing by using of what now? Along with my security reasons. Because if there is a no security, then there is a no value for database. Okay, now. So nowadays the people are using databases means the reason is what now, guys, here. So because of reason, we have a more security in databases. Okay, now. So that is the reasons every business organization or a companies, okay, why they prefer, okay, to store their business data under databases means security is one of the major factor. Okay, so data storage along with the secure. So this kind of the two facilities, the two features are giving by your databases. Okay, now, so now that is what we called as here the purpose of this. Okay, and this Oracle is going to be introduced by who? Okay, so it is a product of, it is a product of, it is a product of Oracle Corporation people. Oracle Corporation. Okay, it's a product of Oracle Corporation, and the first this corporation was introduced here, the Oracle, in 1979. So the 1979, the first version of your Oracle 1.0. The version is what now? 1.0 version. The version number 1.0 version. First, it will be introducing by Oracle Corporation in 1979, and the version name is called as a 1.0. Okay, now, so this is the product of Oracle Corporation people we called. Okay, and now, guys, here this product, whenever you want to, that means when you want to use and work on this, otherwise you can use this Oracle, okay, product. So first of all, what you want to do, guys, here, first you need to go deploy this product in your laptops or computers. Okay, now, so before I need to work on this, the first I need to go for to deploy this product. So how I can deploy? For deployment purpose, what we required and which kind of platform it was supported by your Oracle means. So when we want to deploy here, okay, here deploy means, don't confuse, guys, here install. Okay, so when we want to deploy, so how we can go to deploy means we can deploy in any platform, guys, here. Okay, we want to deploy Oracle software, then we use any platform. Okay, we use any platform. Okay, so what it mean platform? Okay, so what is platform? So from non-background students, okay, they should understand what it is platform. Okay, so maybe background students, they know that what is platform, but who are coming non-background students, they must and should be know the idea on platform. So we said here, so when we want to deploy our Oracle software, and what I said, this Oracle software can deploy on any platforms, we can say. Okay, and it means, what is a platform means? Here platform is nothing but, guys, here, so it is a combination of, operating system. It is a combination of operating system, okay, and microprocessor. So this two combination we called as what? Platform. Okay, the combination of OS plus microprocessor. Okay, so our Oracle software or tool can be supported any platform, means any operating system or with any microprocessor. Okay, in this combination, any OS or and any microprocessor will be supporting by your Oracle. Okay, but these are, so simply there are two types. Again, it was like a platform. The platform independent, okay, is a one type of okay, that platform nature, and the second nature is called as a platform dependent. The platform dependent. Okay, now, so these are the two platforms. Again, we have it here. So some products are working like independent nature and some products are dependency nature. So what is platform independent means? So it can support, it can supporting any OS with the combination any microprocessor. Okay, shortcut I'm writing here. So because I already given this, okay, microprocessor. So any OS with the combination any microprocessor. So in this combination, if your softwares can be supported, then you can say your tool is platform independent tool, we can say. Okay, so there are so many maximum products are independent nature only. For example, you have our Oracle is also is a purely independent. Okay, like if you go for MySQL, okay, like if you go for Java, yes or no, like if you go for .NET, okay, so if you go for these are all are comes under, okay, so Python also platform independent the nature. Okay, so and here Oracle is also one of the platform independent, so it can be deployed, or Oracle application can be deployed in any operating system with the combination of any microprocessor. So in that cases, those types of applications are called as what now? Platform independent applications we call. So our Oracle application also, okay, this application can be deployed into any OS. Okay, so like you can apply the OS examples, like you can apply, okay, Windows operating systems, you can use, okay, like we can use Linux, like we can use Unix, like we can use Mac, okay, like we can use Solaris. Okay, so this kind of operating systems, anyone you can go to use it. So your microprocessor means what now? Intel dual core. Okay, so what we can say? So Intel, okay, dual core, okay, or else we can say Intel core, Intel core, okay, i3 processor, okay, like i5 processor, yes or no? So this kind of the things will come to your microprocessor category. So in this any microprocessor or any OS combination, your Oracle application can be developed. Okay, now we can develop our Oracle application. Okay, right. But what about platform dependent? Platform dependent means, guys, here it can or it supports only one operating system. Okay, with the with operating system with any microprocessor. Okay, so here the point is the microprocessor may be anything. You can use whatever I said, Intel dual core or Intel core i3, core i5. Okay, you can use it, but operating system will support it only one. That means your application in which operating system you installed or developed, okay, the same operating system only supported to run your application. Okay, now, but suppose are you developing your application in Windows operating system, and you are trying to executing or you're trying to run your application in Linux, that was not possible. Okay, now, so in which operating system you deployed your application, in that operating system only we can run our application. So that kind of nature is called as a dependency nature we call. Okay, now, dependency nature we call. The best example of platform, okay, dependency is what? Anybody guessing, guys? Anybody guessing what is a platform dependency? Yes. So the best example is what now? C language. Happen, guys, here is a platform dependency. For example, if you want to go for, suppose are you deploying your C application now? Okay, this application are you deployed in Windows operating system, for example? Okay, are you deploying under Windows operating system? So then what happened here? So where you deploy in the same operating system, this can be run. Okay, if I want to run this again, I have to use a Windows operating system only, it is possible. Okay, now, so where you deploy in the same, okay, operating system, you need to run. Okay, that is what we call. Suppose RU developed here. So your C application, if RU run into Linux, okay, then you should deploy Linux, then you should go for Linux run. Okay, so that means where you deploy, in which operating system you deploy, same operating system will be worked and executed. Okay, now so that kind of nature is called as what now? Okay, so platform dependencies we call. But okay, by seeing of this, our Oracle is a purely platform independent. Okay, so can you tell me guys here, Java is a platform independent or dependent? Come on, Java students or anybody, Java is a platform independent or dependency? Yes. So how can you say your Java is a platform independent, same as Oracle is also platform independent? Okay, now the point understand now, right? So now here come to. So these are some information about your deployment, and later we can go for versions of Oracle. So here so many versions are there, guys here. Okay, so many versions are there here. Okay, so from, if you want to go for from 1979 to the present, there are so many versions are introduced by Oracle Corporation people. Okay, but the thing is, so the most important thing is, so in which year, which version introduced here, and in that particular version, what kind of features are there? Because so many students are asking, so many people are asking, what is the differences between Oracle 10G, 11G? Otherwise Oracle 12C, 19C. Okay, so this kind of variations, if anybody asks you, so you want to tell some information here. Okay, so in each and every version, so what is the difference means, your additional, that means your enhancements of versions, the people was introducing some new features. So the what kind of features are introducing in each and every new version our Oracle? Let me see. So I gather some information here, and this information we will see it here. The what kind of features are there in that particular versions, one by one we will list out here. Okay, now right. The first of all, let me come to check it out here. So these are the versions, and I was prepared one table for this, and come out and check the year, the version of year and version and futures. Okay, let me see. First version 1979. Okay, the version name is called as 1.0, the Oracle 1.0 we call. And what is the future in this means? It's not a public release here. So internally, okay, the company people, that means Oracle Corporation people, they use this version for their internal basis. Okay, but not external basis. They use the internal basis. Okay, the Oracle Corporation people, the first version 1.0. And the 1980s, okay, the next version is called 2.0. In 2.0, they released here the first public release. That means it's out of the corporation. The people was used and they started to use out of the company. So, and here the basic SQL functionalities like DDL commands, DML commands, DQL command. So the basic SQL functionalities are introduced in this version. Okay. And later 1982, the Oracle 3.0. So this is my first portable database. So here, what is the mean by portable? Okay, portable means what now? Moving. Okay, from one to another location. So the locations wise, you can go to easily move it, your database servers from one to another locations. So that kind of nature was there in Oracle 3.0. And later 1984, the Oracle 4.0 introduced the read consistency methods. Okay, so what is that read consistency? The data retrieval processing methods are introducing in 4.0. So what it is, I will show you in the classroom. Okay, and the next one is 1986, Oracle 5.0, and introduced here client server architecture. The client server architecture will be introduced here. So from 1 to 1.0, to 4.0, only server, okay, only server interaction will be there. Okay, so we have only servers, but we can't interact with your servers through your client application. Okay, but from Oracle 5.0, the client introduced here to client applications also, I can integrate it with my servers. Okay, so that kind of mechanisms are introducing from Oracle 5.0, and that is the best method, okay, in this client server architecture. So from there onwards, your, okay, what we can say, the front end back end applications or integrations are going to be happen. Okay, so now this is, okay, the client and server, one method here. And later 1988, the Oracle 6.0. So in this version, they're introducing PLSQL language. Okay, so it means that the first 1.02, the first 1.02, 5.0, there is no PLSQL language. So we have only SQL languages there. Okay, now we have only SQL languages there, but there is no PLSQL language. And that PLSQL language was introduced by people in the version of 6.0. So 1988, 6.0 words introducing what? PLSQL language was introducing in this version. Okay, and later on 1992, Oracle 7.0 version was introduced here. Okay, so now in this case, what it was happening, guys, here, the integrity constants are introduced here. Okay, so like a primary key, foreign keys, so unique constants, check constants, this kind of things here. And the varchar data type changed into varchar 2. Okay, so here varchar means what? Varchar data type, up to there we are using varchar, but varchar is called as the ANSI format. So third party data type here. So this third party data type, there was going to be changed into their own data type. They are created their own data type, they are created. So before that, before 7 up to 6.0, we are depends on varchar, and varchar is not belongs to Oracle Corporation. This is an ANSI people was going to be introduced here. This is called an ANSI data type. American National Standard Institution people was introducing this data type, right? But later on in 7.0 onwards, Oracle Corporation built their own data type that is called a varchar 2. Okay, so that means before they depend on third party tool, but after 7.0 they created their own data type here, and later on from 7.0 onwards, your varchar is outdated data type. Okay, and this data type is not using in our real-time applications because it is outdated, and now present we are using what now? Varchar 2 only from the 7.0 onwards. Okay, and after that, along with this, some important the concepts introduced here, like stored procedures, functions, and triggers. Okay, so these are also very important topics, and these all topics are covered in our syllabus. Okay, right. And the later on, next one, 1997. So 1997, guys, here. Okay, so what it was happened? Oracle 8.0. So it was introduced in 1997, and in this version, what that features are added means there are some features are added like this: object-oriented features. Okay, object-oriented means here function overloading. Okay, now so operator overloadings. Okay, so this kind of procedure overloadings, that kind of object related things are introduced here. And later, table partitions. Okay, so how to do partitions on your table structure. Okay, and after that they introducing instead of triggers. Okay, instead of triggers. So this is one thing we will be using. And later on, 1998, Oracle 8i. So here I stands for internet, we called. So that means from this version onwards, your Oracle is also supported to applications. So that means from there onwards, okay, it was supporting like to storing or to uploading of image files, audio files, video files. Yes or no? Okay, right. So later they started what now? The internet. So I stands for your internet, and multimedia options are supporting to integrate it with your Oracle. So like multimedia options are nothing but what I said: image file, audio files or video files. So these things also we can go to integrate with your Oracle database. And along with that, some features like the roll-up methods, cube methods, column increased for a table up to 1000. Okay, so these kind of things will be introducing in 8i. And later on, that extension of 8i is called as Oracle 9i. So 9i is called an extension of 8i. So in this, what the futures, the 2001, so Oracle 9i, and what is the futures here means the renaming column. So column, how to rename here. And later ANSI joints are introduced in this. So American National Standard Institution people, okay, they introduced the latest joints here in Oracle 9i. So what is this ANSI joints? We will discuss in our classes. And later on, the next version 2004, okay, the Oracle 10G we call guys here. So Oracle 10G, here 10G means what now? Grid technologies. That means the multiple systems can be integrated with the one centralized server. Okay, now, so one centralized database server is there. With that centralized database server, you can go to integrated with the multiple systems. That means multiple computers. Okay, now, so that kind of grid, okay, method they introduced in this. Okay, and along with that, so they will call as they introduce some admin side operations. Here, admin side means what now? Some security level operations. Okay, like user creation, security level, the permissions, granting permissions are cancelled, some other security level operations are introduced here. So what kind of securities we will see in our concepts. Okay, and later on flashback query. Later on we introduced that what flashback query, and later indicate of classes and regular expressions. Okay, so these are the some features introduced in Oracle 10G. And Oracle 10G, the extension version, okay, the enhanced version is called Oracle 11G. So come to in Oracle 11G. So in this version, so there are some features are added by people like read-only tables, virtual tables, integer data type using sequences, enable or disable triggers. Okay, so these features are added in 11G. And after that, the number 2013, Oracle 12C, the C stands for cloud technologies. That means database Oracle application, even though we can integrate it with the cloud databases. So nowadays we are listening cloud computing. Okay, anybody listen that word in real time? Cloud computing courses are there. Cloud databases are there. So that means our Oracle, even though supported to integrated with the cloud applications, okay, from 12C onwards. Okay, and in this case, they're introducing like truncate table cascades, multiple indexes, how to create on a table, invisible columns, sequence sessions, and new auto increment by using identity. Okay, now by using identity. So this is what the future. And next, the 12C extension is called as a 18C here. So 2018 it was introduced here 18C, and here polymorphic table functions and active directory integrations. So these two features added in 18C. And later on 2019, the people are introducing Oracle 19C version, and in this some operations they introduced here like active data guard, DML redirections, and automatic index creations, and SQL queries on object storages. Okay, so these are some additional features they added into 19C. So 19C is extension of 18C, 18C is extension of 12C. Okay, but after that they have a 21C also there in the latest version. But still, one point I want to tell you guys here, even though now we have in the market 19C, 21C also there, but still you know that the companies are still they're using 12C, 11G they're using. Okay, now, so for example, in my company, okay, so in my working company, Samyuta Info Solutions, so in that company, my people are using still, okay, 11G version they are going to be using. Okay, so why, sir? Why these many advanced versions are there, but still why it was using 11G? Some people are asking question. Okay, now, so definitely. So the reason is so many reasons are there. It's a depending on companies, because if very latest versions, okay, even though the clients also not prefer very latest, because if I want to use that latest version in my development, the first of all, okay, that trainee employees should be required. Yes or no? So, but the employees are not trained, okay, and they don't know what kind of features are added in the latest version, and they don't have any idea on the latest version. So the client will not take any risk, as well as the company management people also not taking any risk. Yes or no? So because of reason, if I want to implement some new things, you should have a good idea on that. Okay, because of reason, your clients people, that means client applications, what we are developing in real time for client projects, so they're investing the crores of money. Okay, now it's not that much easy for that to take a simple decisions. Okay, so if I want to use some technology as some future means, they want to think more and more. Because of reason, if anything is happened, your entire project will be collapsed here. If entire project will be collapsed means you will be wasting the so much money, the crores of money unnecessarily we were wasting. Yes or no? So that is the reason when they want to prefer client what he will prefer, based on that only the development companies are following here, because we are developing client requirements, and those requirements client in which manner they want it, that is our okay responsibility to do it, but we can't take our own decision to do like this. Yes or no? Right. So in that cases, so many clients they're not taking the risky factors when they want to investing money. Yes or no? For example, simple thing I want to ask you, suppose you need to spend 10 rupees money, then we are thinking about can I spend this 10 rupees here or not, is it correct or right? So we are thinking so much for the only 10 rupees purpose. Okay, so the 10 rupees product if you want to purchase, okay, how much the way we are thinking as a customer, yes or no, this product is good or bad, if I want to purchase by giving of 10 rupees, is it nice or not, okay, is it sufficient or not, otherwise I'm wasting unnecessarily my rupee or not. So this much what we can say the way we are thinking for product small products purchase purpose, but in real time when you're developing projects, the crores of money the people was investing here. So that is the reason they're not taking risk factors immediately. Okay, and one more thing, suppose client is asking, yes, my requirement should develop in this version, so and so version you have to use and develop, then definitely at the time what happened, the company management people, so on that version if any employees are there, they're already having the knowledge on that version, they will be carry on. Otherwise they will give us some time. Nowadays we are seeing that kind of situation, the company will give a 1 week of time or 2 weeks of time to learn or update your version. So that kind of chances they're giving to employees to train up some latest versions. Okay, they will be train up, and train up purpose they're using some 15 days time, 1 month time. Yes or no? So that kind of situations we are seeing that in real time. Okay, so like there are so many reasons are there, the latest versions why they can't immediately implement it in their real-time applications. Okay, now so like this, so there are so many reasons, but here observe, come to our point of view here. So these are what now the versions, and every version is having some features, and here we are learning the version is what Oracle 19c. So up to 1.0 to 1.0 futures to Oracle 19c futures, up to here we are going to be covered in this classes. Okay, now so because we are learning 19c version, so up to 19c version we will be covering in this. Okay, right. So these are what we call as guys here versions of your Oracle. Okay, now right here present means okay, we are teaching present means here what we are learning in this Oracle 19c. Okay, right. So the next one is called as, okay, fine. So after deployment purpose, what we need and what kind of versions we have it here, that's okay. But guys, here suppose I'm taking here Oracle 19c version. Okay, so that software I'm going to download and install. Okay, but whenever you want to installing the software, okay, when we are installing the software, and what kind of internal process is going to be happen. Okay, now that is one of the most important concept guys here. Okay, now what we are going to be learning now. Okay, right. So that is part of, so we can say, okay, working with So working with Oracle. So now we want to how to work with Oracle after download and installation. So I will show you that download process and installation practically I'm showing to you, and I will provide software for each and everybody. Okay, now so don't hurry, buddy. So that everything I will give it to you. Okay, now so I will show you how to download your software and later on how to install that software in your laptop, and installation purpose what kind of requirements we need about softwares and about the hardwares. Okay, now so that all I will explain to you after this class. Okay, right. So now here guys, working with Oracle. Okay, now so now here observe how we can work with Oracle. This is the most important thing. Okay, so in this case only we are discussing client server architecture. The client server architecture knowledge must and should be, you need it. Otherwise, without knowledge of the client server, you can't go directly queries. Yes or no? The minimum data, how it can be processing internally, that is the most important, guys. Because if you go to interview level also, this is one of the best question they will ask you. What about client server architecture? Okay, now so please carefully focus on this. It's a very important topic in this topic number 2. Okay, right. So working with Oracle. So when you are working with Oracle, guys, here, okay, how it will be work and internally what it was happen, that we will check it out. So now you can observe. So when we install, okay, when we are installing here, when we install Oracle software, okay, what it was happen, guys, here internally, okay, internally there are two components are installed. Internally there are two components are installed. Okay, what are those? The first component is called as, guys, here, so client component. Okay, first component is called as what now? Client component. Okay, and the next one is called as here server component. Okay, client component, and second one is called as what now? Server component. So these are the two components, guys, here once you want to install your software. Okay, so internally there are two components are installed when we are installing Oracle software. So first is what? Client, and second one what? Server. Okay, let me see, guys, here what is client component. Okay, this client component, okay, purpose is what now? What kind of advantage and what kind of purpose we are using this client component means this client component can be, okay, it is, or this component is used, guys, here there are two, okay, the three process, that means the three kind of operations I can perform here. Okay, so by using of client tool, by using of this client component, okay, by using of this client component, so what we can do means there are three operations we can do it. First operation, step 1. So whenever you want to work on Oracle database, first of all we should connect our Oracle database server. Okay, so that means user can connect to Oracle database server. It's my first step. With the help of client component I can do it. Okay, and after that, guys, you, after connectivity successfully done, what second step means? Now user can send request. Okay, he was sending a request to Oracle database server. This is my second step. So after successfully connected, later you need to go for to sending your request. So whenever user want to send some request to my server, my database server, then definitely the client component help is required. Okay, then after the step number 3. So after sending the request to my server, the server will take our request and processing After processing, the server can send a response to client application. So the client person, that means user, how he want to receive that response means user can receive here. Okay, user can receive a response, received a response received response from Oracle server through client application only. Okay, now through client application. So these are the three steps, guys, here. So client component, what it will be do it here, and with the help of client component, what we can do it means the first we are connecting to our Oracle database server. So first connected to server. Okay, and after successfully connecting, then we are sending our request to server, and after that you can receive the responses from the server through client application or client tool only we can get. Okay, so this is the client role, guys. Okay, this is the client role. So later, what kind of client tools are there? Okay, examples of client tools. Examples of client tools. So what is our client tools examples means? There are so many are there in this something I'm giving up. So SQL Plus is one of the client tool, guys, here, and Thoda is one of the client tool, and SQL Developer is one of the client tool, and PLSQL Developer is one of the client tool. Okay, now, so these are what. So these client tools I'm going to using, guys, here. Okay, these client tools I'm going to using. Okay, so for interaction purpose. So whenever you want to interacting with your Oracle database server, like connectivity, sending requests and getting responses from the servers, so these client tools we can use. Okay, so now here SQL Plus, Thoda, SQL Developer or PLSQL Developer. So these are present in our market. The Oracle client tools are we call. So in this, any tool you can use, nothing problem here. So happily you can work on that. But these are just like a tool and just like editors we are using to writing our queries and programs. Okay, now. So now in our classes, I'm using one of the very toughest tool. Okay, that is called SQL Plus. I'm using in our classes. Okay, so SQL Plus client tool is completely CUI based application. That means a character user interface application. Each and everything must be written in coding level only. Okay, now. So I'm using SQL Plus because of reason each and everything we must and should do it by coding. So without coding, you can't do any operation in SQL Plus. That's why it's a completely coding levels we are using in this. There is no any graphical user interfaces. There is no like a drag and drops. Okay, na? There is no like a drag and drops. Okay, na? So there is no like already built your tables. Okay, so this kind of things are not available in SQL Plus. Everything manually coding through, you have to do it. Understand now? So that's why I'm using SQL Plus because of reason. If you practice on SQL Plus, what I said, everything is a coding level, everything is a programming level, everything is a query level. So then you will get a more practicing on practicals. Okay, practical knowledge you need to improve means must and should use a SQL Plus only because it is a CUI. There is no graphical here. Everything is a CUI. That means a character user interfaces. Okay, now. So this is the best practice for you guys before you attend the interviews. Okay, before you go to what we can say real-time industries. Okay, now. So that's why we are using this SQL Plus, and you should also use this for more practicing, and you are getting more practical knowledge also. So if anybody wanted coding knowledge, okay, do you have? I need a practical knowledge. Practical knowledge. Okay, so then you have to use SQL Plus tool. Okay, right. So now. Okay, now. So this is client component we called. This is client component, the role and client tools we called. And next one is called as the second one is called as a server component. Okay, next we called as what now? Server component. So what is server component here and what kind of role it can do it? means here observe. Come to in server component guys here. This component is having, okay, this component is having, okay, two more components, two more subcomponents, two more subcomponents. Okay, so those are, the first one is called as here, and this first one is called as instance. First one is called as instance, and second one is called as database. Second one is called as database. So now you can see the next is server component. Okay, so one is instance and second one is called as a database. Okay, now right. So here what is instance and what is database here? So these are the most important the components. We should get some idea on this. Okay, now right. So here come to instance is nothing but guys here. Simply we can call it as a, this component is called as a temporary memory we call it. Okay, so instance, it is a temporary memory. Temporary memory. Okay, now so, and in this whatever the data will be saved or will be stored, that was temporary storage only we can say guys. Okay, now this is okay, it will store data or information temporarily. Information temporarily. Okay, now so why sir, why we call it is a temporary means this component memory allocation, what it was happening internally, that memory allocation is going to coming from what now, RAM location guys. Okay, so this instance subcomponent memory allocating by the system, from where it is allocating means allocating from RAM. Okay, now so what I said, this memory is allocating, this memory is allocating from where it is by your system, RAM location. So system is allocating memory from RAM location. Okay, so that's why it is called a temporary. And we all of you know this, I think. What is the memory guys here? RAM memory is a temporary memory or permanent memory guys? Yes. So RAM is nothing but it's a temporary memory purpose we are using. Okay, this RAM. Okay, now right. So this component also, this instance component memory also allocating by the system from your RAM. So that is the reason this instance component memory is which type of memory, means temporary storage memory. Temporary storage memory here. Okay, so that is instance. And come to next component is what now? Database. So database is called as guys here. So it is a permanent memory. It is a permanent memory. And this memory is allocating, and this memory is allocating, okay, from where it is, from hard disk, allocating from hard disk. So that's why it is called a permanent storage. And whatever it will be stored, it will store data or information permanently guys. Data or information permanently. Okay, now so this is what, okay, we called. So these are the two things guys here. Okay, instance and database. So now these two subcomponents are having under, where it is having under, in server location, having under where it is here, under server location. Okay, so now, okay, so now here one question will come to us, sir, database is a permanent storage, so that's why we need, then why we need a instance memory? What is the use of instance memory here? So this kind of doubts are coming out. Yes or no? Yeah, definitely. So the doubts will be cleared here. So what is instance, and this memory, why should we want to maintain under servers? Okay, and what is database memory? So now if you want to understand this client component and server component, these two components, how to together, okay, working together. So if you want to know, so there is a one topic is there. The topic should be know it, guys, here. That is called as a client server architecture should be know it. Okay, so on this two, if you want to understand what exactly was going to be happen in between these two, it means that you have to know client server architecture. Okay, we want to know it. So when you know the client server architecture in between these two components, how it was working, the data, how it was processing, how the instance memory will be used, how the database memory will be used, yes or no? So if you want to get complete information on this, so definitely you should go for the client server architecture knowledge. So now here observe the first of all, okay, come back to your, okay, so if you see this is your client server architecture diagram here. So if you see this diagram, okay, you can understand that, okay, so what is your, so your client tools I'm using now. So can you see, guys, here? So this is user, he's a user, and he's a client. The client tools I'm using any one of the tool in this, and there's a request sending, response taking, and we said here server having two memories, instance and database, temporary storage, permanent data moving, data retrieval, and the RAM locations and hard disk. So now this is what simply our understandable format. I was given this diagram. So now this diagram explanation, you want it to understand exactly what is client, what is server, what is instance, what is database. Okay, now, right. But this diagram explanation, okay, I will explain to you on Monday session. I will explain to you on Monday. So there is tomorrow no class, and come on Monday. And one more information is Monday onwards, your offline classes also started, guys. Okay, so because the Monday I'm going to available in Hyderabad. So Monday onwards, you are offline. So offline students, how many people are there in this batch? So you all guys are come to offline classes. The same building first day, one building, or otherwise you can go to Naresh IT office, and there our people are there. They will bring you, okay, where your offline classes are going on. Okay, now offline students, are you clear? Yeah. So who wanted offline classes? So that all students are from Monday onwards, your offline classes are regularly started. Okay. And online students, as usual, you can come to online classes same with the same ID. If any ID was changes, okay, I will inform to you, or my people will inform to you. But Monday, your ID also not change. The same Zoom ID, you should come and attend the classes. Okay, now. So from Monday onwards, the both classes are there, offline and online. Are you clear my point, all of you? Okay, right, guys. So now, so today class, I stop it here. Okay, I stop it today. And tomorrow, the most important topic, okay, client server architecture, we will discuss in our classroom. Okay, right. And now the notes is, as of now, notes and software download. And Monday, I will give softwares also, okay, if it is possible. Okay, now, so, but this all I want to share to you means a Google Classroom link want to create here, actually. So, but Naresh IT people still, they are not created Google Classroom link. So that is the reason, the delay. Okay. So because if I want to share this complete notes means we have only the way the Google Classroom, but still Naresh IT people were not created. That is the reason I'm unable to share to you. Okay. But don't worry. So that problem also maximum we overcome on Monday session. So Monday maximum we are getting Google Classroom also. And through that, I will share this entire the notes to you. Okay. So main notes as well as running notes and videos also my people are sharing to you. Up to how many classes? Almost 6 classes are happening. Yes or no? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 classes. So these 5 classes, video sessions, recording videos also, my people are uploading into Google Classroom. Okay, now. So up to Google Classroom, the people when they created up to there, we should wait here. Okay, so even the I can't do anything, so we should wait for that. Once they created, these all facilities will be come to you. Okay, now, right? So guys, okay, I stop it here. And Monday I will interact with you again, your whatever doubts are there regarding to this topic today, what it was happened. Okay na? So Monday, and we will discuss our doubt session also after the class. Okay, right guys? And don't forget it, Monday onwards you have a offline classes also. Again, I'm informing to you. Okay, offline students, so come to directly classes. Okay na? Right guys? So I stop it here. Thank you so much guys here, and we will meet on Monday session, right? And Monday I will discuss with you your doubts also. Okay, I will interact with you Monday. Okay, right guys?